Hello. I hope you are doing absolutely amazing. I've never started a video like this. My apologies for how awkward this is. I don't really know how to... Here, I'm gonna film it like a mom. So in today's video, I'm gonna be doing a tour of my plants. So I hope you enjoy. And I'm going to start it right over there. I cleaned my room for this. So I've got some Legos, some fun stuff over here too. Here's a little Minecraft parrot. And I have some ZZ plants over here. This guy's not too happy, but the rest are. Look, there's new little babies in there. Ignore the mold on this pot. I'm not the biggest fan of terracotta for that reason, but the plant likes it, so it's alright. Down here, I've got my little propagation station. Got some cuttings, rooting, and some water right here that needs to be refilled. And then I've got some succulents here. And then I take this spray bottle right here, and I just mist them. They're gonna grow new ones, and I think that's pretty cool. I've got some others in there. Lots just rooting in some water. It's pretty cool. This guy's not too happy. We'll figure it out. And then I've got some others in some water down here. Some glass bottles. And then moving on. I've got my plant shelf in all its glory. Starting up here, this is a bear paw. And they're fuzzy. Can you see it? Can we tell? Isn't that fun? And I've got some cacti, or just a cactus actually. Right here. It's a big guy. And it sounds like these are really spiky. Can you hear that? And they feel like zip ties. Do you see that texture? It's so cool. And then this little guy right here, he's just a cutie. I like 50 plants. I won't be so detailed for all of them. And then I have two of these Thanksgiving cacti. You could see some of these blooms are gone, but I've got one right there that's about to. A couple more over here. And then a nice big pretty one right there. It's awesome. Some Swedish ivy down here. It needs some water. You can see it needs some water. Can you hear it? I'll put it on the other speaker. I think it's pretty cool. Some other succulent type. Ignore that little goober back there. Got some more air plants up here. This one's in a disco ball. It's pretty cool. Humidifier that also needs to be filled. And these are peperomia. And I started all of these myself. Pretty proud of that. Some air plants. I have a lot of these. This is really cool. And then whatever this is, it's some kind of big palm. I love it though. Can you hear it? I'm just gonna move the camera through. This is relaxing. And I don't know what this is. But it's pretty cool. Down here are some roses. I was given. And they, I cut the stems and put them in the soil here. I'm really hoping that they take root, because I think that would be so cool to have a little rose bush in my room. And then over here, it's a really rare kind of flower. So moving on, this guy looks kind of rough. I think it's called a polka dot plant. But yeah, you can see these long stems look really sad. So I cut them all back, except for two, And you could see there all this new growth has started. Hey, camera quality, thanks for finally fixing. All of this new growth has started, and they're all super fuzzy. They look moldy, but it's just fuzz. It's like baby fuzz. They're so cute. They're so cute. Hello, camera quality. I poked myself really hard with that cactus. Here's another one of the Thanksgiving cacti, with a very pretty bloom. It's very pretty. And so, moving on. Got like this aloe right here. It's actually the first ever plant I've gotten, and it used to be about this big. So, pretty cool difference. Really like how big it has gotten. I can tell it is a lot happier now. This angel wing I just recently got. I think it's safe to say it's pretty happy. I hope so. It feels very healthy. I can hear it. And then all these little philodendrons and some more peperonia up top. And this guy, look how tough he is. He's so serious. He's so serious. Why so serious? And a jade. Can't forget my jade. And these little bitty guys. So what I did here, like what I do when I propagate my plants, when I get new ones, how I make new ones, you can see actually that this one has, maybe you can see it, these little bitty roots. So what I would do is on these big ones, I would find where there are little bitty roots, like right here, and I would cut just below them, and then I would just sit that in some water, and then it would grow those roots even more, and then I would put them in the dirt, and they would just grow. And this one actually recently flowered. It has since fallen off, but I think it's safe to say that this one is happy as well. So moving on from my plant shelf, over here I have a bromeliad. It's not the happiest. It was under the heater for all of winter, so it's not the happiest, but I mean, you can see it's all dried up, and I'm not really sure what to do with this part of it. However, it has started a new growth in this new shoot that will open up into another one of the colorful ones. So it's happier over here under this little plant light, which is home to my little fishy. And this is Chad. Say hi to Chad. Hello, Chad. Hello. And then there's a snail in there whose name is Turbo. So I've got some plants in here as well. Got some pothos, another little bit of philodendron, I believe that's what it is, and some moneywort growing through there. And then ignore all the stuff on the top, please. It's really gross in there. But he's happy. See, and he's so happy. And moving on over here, I have a string of hearts. Look how far down that goes. And corgi slippers. Hi, corgi slippers. And it goes all the way up to my eye level, which is actually insane. You can see it's like that's crazy. And so I love it. It is so beautiful. I got it about 3 months ago, and it has grown probably a foot. It's safe to say it's very happy. And you can see it's all these little hearts. The leaves are little bitty hearts, and they're so cute. They are so cute. Look at that. They're so cool. And then next to it, I've got another hanging basket. It looks kind of rough up here. Usually what you do is you would trim them when they start to get this long, because the plants are spending so much energy going from all the way up here all the way down here to grow their new leaves, and so they're not using that energy to sustain what's up at the top anymore. And so what they do is they usually drop their leaves and start to kind of die at the top. You can see that with this strand right here, how sad it looks, until it's just gorgeous down here for the most part. A couple of the leaves aren't, but he's all happy down here. It just looks really sad up here. And so this one is doing pretty good if you just look at the bottom part, pretty much. But yeah, what you'll do usually is you'll trim it back. You can take a cutting, put this in water or straight in the soil. That'll grow new roots and just continue to grow. And then you can honestly just put that right back up top, and it will help it look a lot more full. It'll help it look a lot more full, and the plant won't have to spend as much energy growing down. It'll grow out. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. That's kind of exactly what's up with this guy right here. The plant was spending all that energy trying to go up, 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 and it flowered, and it was really, really happy, and then it just used too much, and it just couldn't do it anymore. So trimming it back gives all of that new growth a chance to actually thrive. And instead of it growing from the top at its, I'm using plant biology terms here, the apical meristem. If you cut that apical meristem, then it can't go up anymore. See right here, it's still intact, and it's still just gonna keep going up. It's not focusing, but it's gonna just keep growing up as much as it can. If you cut that off though, it has no choice but to go out and use its lateral meristems. And that is how you get a more full looking plant and a lot happier, all these little babies. So those were my 2 hanging plants. Love them. And then over here I've just got this little tiered plant stand. And I've got a snake plant right here. It's pretty happy in that low light. In the mornings the sun shines through here and gives some pretty bright light, so it's usually shaded down here, but this spider plant here gets a lot of it, and it's very happy with that. So this spider plant actually has a baby with it, and so what happens is it shoots out this little baby, and it will grow, and it will get roots even. Focus. It's not focusing, I'm so sorry. But it will get little roots, and you can just snip, put them in some soil, and that's what this guy is actually. This was one of those before it was transplanted. Up here, just some cuttings, ZZ plant, you know, just some cute little things. I'm not sure what this one is called, but it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. It did not like the heater either, just like the bromeliad, but it seems to be doing a little bit better since I've put it out of the direct light and away from that heater. So I'm really hoping I can bring it back, but I'm not totally sure. It looks so sad. It looks so sad. But, and that is all the plants in my room. I actually have one more in my bathroom. So I've got this little guy. It's just some more cuttings still. Have it growing up onto the little towel holder. But yeah, it's just some peperomia, and some other little guys mixed into here. And it kept coming out of the soil, like the roots kept coming out of the soil, so I have these little bitty stones on there just to hold it in place so it doesn't come out of the soil anymore. But yeah, I've got a nice little setup going in here. But yes, that is my room, and I have some more in my living room. However, I don't really want to go out there because it's really dirty. It's really dirty out there. So thank you for watching. That is going to be all for this video. I'm probably going to shoot another one. So thank you for watching. I love you. Have an amazing night.